Thank you for tuning in to my channel where we talk about lifestyles, traveling, entrepreneurship, and motherhood, just to name a few. In this vlog, we're going to discuss the show Love After Lockup. These are one of the shows that come on WeTV, and I'm super duper excited to talk about the couples in its recent and future vlogs because I want to get some you guys' opinions and the conversation going and just your viewpoint on these guys and what you think. For those who are viewing and listening to this vlog and have no idea what I'm talking about, or you haven't listened to or watched the latest episodes, I can give you a backstory of what this show is about, as well as what the couples have put on the air in regards to like how they met and kind of like their background. These are my opinions, and I personally don't agree with the decisions that I'm observing, but to each his own. So let's talk about it. So one of the couples on this season of Love After Lockup is Justine and Michael. What I know off top is they're the same age, which is rare because most of the couples on Love After Lockup are either older than the individuals that are locked up, or they're a year apart or something of that nature. But they were the same age, so that kind of stuck out. I'm not too sure where everyone is originally from, but I know overall I can give you, an idea of who they are and what they're about as they expressed on the show. So let's talk about Justine. So Justine met Michael through his mother. Justine is a certified nurse and she has, I believe, about 3 kids, I think, and she is a single parent. Unfortunately, none of her kids' fathers are in the picture, and she does have an older daughter who is 16 or 17, and was Justine had her around that age. One of the other kids she recently expressed on the TV show that he has ADHD, and he's extremely close to Justine as well as her daughter. So I believe she moved closer to Michael where he was sentenced so she can do more prison visits, and she pretty much uprooted her family. She doesn't have any family where she is, and Michael's side of the family, like his mother, his father, his baby mama, his kids, his sister, they live in another state. So pretty much all Justine's family is Michael. So um, I noticed like pretty much in the beginning, it seemed super duper obsessed. She has like a shrine on her wall that, reminds you like a scrapbook, but it's on the wall. And it's little, she says sentimental things, but it's like his toenails, maybe a string of his hair, maybe, I don't know, silly things that, to each his own, but it looked different. I'm gonna say it like that. It looked very different, and I would be creeped out. So let's talk about Michael. So Michael was a kingpin, a drug lord, as he labels himself. He went to jail for major, I believe, cocaine distribution, and he was living the lavish lifestyle. I mean, wherever he was from, he said he was a well-known rapper, and he was getting his career. Um, he felt like his career was going to the next level, but unfortunately, that situation happened. And again, I'm not too sure what state he is from, but I'm guessing that Justine liked the lavish idea, and she likes to be wild, and she thought that he was attractive. I mean, I don't see a big deal, with him. It's not a wow factor for me, but hey. And I do believe they were together 3 years prior to his release, but he was incarcerated much, much longer. He has about 4 kids, I believe, and again, they live in a different state. They live in the same state as the mother, the sister, the father. Um, but Michael was super close with his sister, his mother super close, and his dad super close. And even his sister, I believe, was the one that was kind of keeping the glue, as well as the his mother, making sure that his children kept in contact with Michael, because that was important. Even though he was in a distance, it was really important. So, and I do believe that his family was definitely welcoming of Justine, particularly because the history that she had with her mother, his mother. But her mother, the relationship was certainly complicated as a mother and daughter. Justine and Michael got married at the prison right before his release. I think probably like a month before he was released. It seems to be last minute. Everyone was taken by surprise when she actually told his mother and his sister and even his children. Only a few could actually go into the prison when he was doing it or when they actually went through that process. But she kind of sprung it up on him like, hey, guess what? I'm getting married tomorrow. And they felt some kind of way. But they got married, and Michael gifted Justine a car behind bars. And Justine's cousin questioned, where's he getting this money from? Justine even questioned Michael about it. And Michael was like, how dare you question me about my money and where I get it from? So to be honest, that was a red flag right there. But I mean, when you so smitten upon what you want, and unfortunately, I do believe that because she was a single parent, that she really needed that support and she wanted the fantasy of a guy that's there. But truth be told, her kids should always come first. And I think throughout the episodes, she missed the mark with that. I really do believe that. I felt like the whole thing was a little bit sneaky and it just wasn't good intent, you know. I felt like she wanted to talk to him for security, because, and maybe the thought of a lavish lifestyle. And of course, he, I believe, was like, okay, she looking out for me. His mom wasn't looking out for her, like talking about it. You know, um, he was looking out for her, but he wasn't, his mother was not traveling and being there, because after all, you're 35 years old. You made the bed, you're lying and type of stuff. So when he got released, okay, they actually had a family get together. And so Justine was completely rude and disrespectful to Michael's mother. She kept on throwing around, I'm his wife. I'm his wife. And I'm like, oh, she can wait to say that. She felt like, the wife supersedes the family. But the history behind it is just, you can't compare that. And I believe Michael is like, there's no way I'm going to go against my wife because this lady held me down and all kind of stuff. But I think she's doing a little bit too much. I personally think that. And I do believe that the mother felt like the relationship that she had with Justine before he went, before she got married to Michael, I just believe just kind of went to the left because then she started, like I said, being rude, disrespecting the sister, disrespecting the mother. It just kind of got too much. And then she tells the mother, and Michael tells the mother at the same time, hey, guess what? I'm pregnant. When I say that was the biggest shock, wild. And then on top of that, the mother, Justine's mother, was like, oh my goodness, so disappointed, so in awe, talks about her like a dog. Like, girl, you got pregnant a month after he got released. So to me, that sounds a little bit, I don't know, suspect. But I'm gonna tell you this: Michael has 20 years on probation. Think about that. Michael also told Justine to stop working. Now, the reason never made sense because he was the one who wanted to get into rap thing, and he wanted to be a millionaire. And when he was in his home state, I guess he was someone. And then he went to jail. So, he got involved with Justine, like I said, probably the last 3 years. And when he got released, he went to a studio, and a man informed him, listen, things have changed. The music industry is not the same. It's more young people competing. Um, and Michael really thought that, listen, I can make million, I just want 1 million record. And guess what? I'm set for life. And he told Justina quit. And guess what she did? Yes, she quit her job, y'all. She quit it. I don't know what's going on, but she quit a job. And she never understood, like, she was asking, like, it doesn't make any sense, this and that. But I promise you that wanting of the lifestyle, that wanting of being that male there that you didn't have for all them years clouded her mind. Even her supervisor was like, are you sure you want to quit? Now, on the latest episode, which was at the end of last month, they got into it about him spending $12,000 on a ring. Now, that's crazy. I wonder if she's living beyond her means because when you look at her house, it doesn't match up. She got this jewelry on, she got this. I promise you, the lavish lifestyle, I'm thinking is a thing that brought her into the, he said he had this, he said he doing this. You popping up with cars, you don't know where they coming from, but you like, okay, Justine, Justine, come on, right? So they decided to move to Nevada. They were indecisive about where it was gonna move. And still he's trying to make his rap career going on, right? I listened to some of his music. I think there was one like I was on YouTube, and trust me when I say I don't believe he's a great lyricist. He's definitely not one of the rappers of all time. Your boy is 35 years old, and there are young rappers that I literally listen to. And I'm not saying just because you're 35 years old, you shouldn't be where you should. You shouldn't um, have goals and do things that maybe other people have done or things like that. But I'm more than certain he's playing catch up. He's missed out in his 20s, in his early 30s. So he really is playing catch up. And so I believe he's trying to win over with his looks. And yes, Justine, I'm more than certain, are on the songs, are in the studio, and she just looks so out of place. I'm just saying. I guess if she feel like if she had that if she had ties to him that way and she knew exactly where he was, she would be fine. I don't know. I don't know. Something about that couple, I'm not even too sure if they'll last. I'm not trying to be a naysayer. I'm not trying to make it seem like I know, that there's other couples that are better. I just know that from the beginning, it was weird. What's even weirder is that you don't know where all this money is coming from. This dude also has like $1,000 pair of sneakers that he's actually selling. Who wears $1,000 of a cost of a pair of sneakers? Celebrities. Michael Jordan sneakers don't even cost that much. So what is happening? I don't even know. I just feel like they're moving once again. I don't know what's happening. But I thank you all for watching. Definitely comment. I want to know what y'all think about this couple. I just feel like they're different. It's a classic episode, but I see that she's kind of leaning towards him more than her children. And I wouldn't have quit my job. I wouldn't. You talking about you took out $12,000 for what? When you can't even put $12,000 on a new house. But he's talking about putting $12,000 on a ring. I don't even know what's going on, but I can tell you guys, thank you for watching. I do have a podcast. It's called Let's Talk About It, Jewel. I have a lot to say. It is actually on all major podcast platforms. I also have a host of links of things that uh, I'm creating. I have a conscious creative apparel. I have a book out there that's self-published called Healing Our Wounds. Timing is everything. It's a great read. It's on Amazon. Definitely pick it up. And I also am an entrepreneur where I have a nonprofit organization. So if you want to donate to the cause and you want to look on the website, you definitely can. Uh, my cash app is linked below. Again, thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and comment. There's more about love after lockup in the next video. You guys have a good one. Stay safe.